many remember Video Shack? Video Shack was actually the first store devoted entirely to home video. And this store opened up back in 1979, and they were located on 49th Street and Broadway in New York City. I remember walking in back in 1980, and I walked into the store, and I was amazed when I saw Bruce Lee's first two major films available on home video. They had Fists of Fury and Chinese Connection on a home video label called Golden Video. Now, I don't know if Golden Video was from Hong Kong or perhaps America, but what was fascinating and exciting was that finally Bruce Lee's films were available on home video. I remember going into a pawn shop and purchasing my very first VCR to be able to watch these movies. But they weren't cheap. The video cassettes themselves were like $60, $70. So I remember I had to work overtime at McDonald's to be able to afford the video cassettes. But what was exciting was 1991 when Tower Records and Tower Video had the very first releases of Bruce Lee's films on Laserdisc. Unfortunately, the VHS tapes, the films were released in pan and scan, but the Laserdiscs had them in their original widescreen presentations. And as you can see here, this was released in 1991. This is Return of the Dragon on Fox Video, released for the very first time on widescreen and stereo on Laserdisc. So back then we had VHS, and if you compare the quality today, you can see that the quality was very, very poor, very grainy, and unfortunately in pan and scan. But here the movies were digital, they were widescreen, and they looked pretty good back in the days. Japan did a great job as well. Japan put these out, put out the Bruce Lee films on Laserdisc, and everything that Japan does, I mean, they do it first class. As you can see by this one, the cover is absolutely beautiful. Now, I bought these, number one, because they're Laserdisc, and they're very nostalgic. Number two, because they're still sealed, and they're just excellent display pieces. Of course, we have Bruce Lee's films today on Blu-ray. We have them on 4K. But these were nice because these were 12-inch by 12-inch, the size of a record album. So the art was nice, and you can appreciate it. They display beautifully, and it's a treat. I mean, it's just it's a reminder of how Bruce Lee's films were released back in the early days. The VHS tapes were expensive. They were released, I believe it was 1980. And then the very first Bruce Lee films on Laserdisc started appearing in 91. So, yeah, you know, they're just fun to have if you're a Bruce Lee collector. As you can see, this one is The Way of the Dragon. Japan put them out in their original Hong Kong titles, Way of the Dragon. They always featured a nice, rare photo on the cover, some really nice photos on the back of the Laserdisc. And unfortunately, these releases here were not subtitled. You didn't have that option the way we have on DVD, that you can listen to them in different audio languages or different subtitles, commentaries, or bonus features. These were straight up. It was just a film. And this one here was in, I believe, Cantonese or Mandarin, and the subtitles are in Japanese. But still, they're just beautiful to collect. They display nicely, and they have, always such nice rare photos, including the Obi sash or the Obi strip. And just make them wonderful to collect. I remember when I walked into Video Shack back in 1980. Unfortunately, the store closed on March 20th, 2009, mostly due to the rise of online streaming. So, I mean, if you can see these movies online, most people really, well, not most, but there are some people that do not appreciate physical media like I do, and most of you collectors out there. So most people prefer watching, the films on online. I do both. I do both. But there's nothing like physical media. If you're a Bruce Lee connoisseur, a Bruce Lee enthusiast, a Bruce Lee collector, there's nothing like physical media. I mean, I have Bruce's films on just about every physical media available, from Super 8 to 35 millimeter. But these are really nice because they come packaged beautifully, and they're fun to watch and just fun to collect. This one here is Enter the Dragon, and it's actually a double laser disc set. It's Enter the Dragon and Curse of the Dragon, and this one was released in Japan back in 1994. Again, these are sealed. I don't plan on opening them because, of course, I have them on DVD, I have them on Blu-ray. So it's nice to at least have the air of that time trapped inside of these jackets. So now this one here is The Legend of Bruce Lee, the Man and the Legend. A couple of years ago, I purchased one of these same laser discs from Peter Reynolds, my friend out there and fellow Bruce Lee enthusiast and collector from Scotland. But this one is a newly acquired example of this movie because, again, it's sealed, and they don't come up that often sealed. So I jumped on the opportunity and purchased it. Collecting Bruce Lee on home video is exciting. Sometimes when you get tired of collecting the action figures and the posters and the magazines, nothing beats sitting down to catch a good Bruce Lee classic. And I like to revisit Bruce Lee's films on VHS, Laserdisc, DVD. Even though we're spoiled watching his movies on 4K, but there's nothing like that nostalgic trip going back and watching these originally the way they were released.
Let's